Yeah, I think using the platform she has that she's gained with all these followers nationally, but also globally.
The WNBA is currently in astonishment as Caitlin Clark earns 25% of all ticket sales, retail sales, and TV ratings by herself. How could one player become such a huge force? And what does this entail for the development of women's basketball? Her unrivaled star power is transforming the league's future.
Y'all to tell me, what do y'all not like about Caitlin? Is it the media coverage? Do you not?
The WNBA fanbase has been excited and incredulous since the league's debut with the disclosure of a staggering number regarding Caitlin Clark's influence. Beyond simply her on-court accomplishments, Clark's impact shifted the league's narrative, inspired fan interaction, and brought women's basketball previously unheard of attention.
Tickets to the Indiana Fever home opener right now, the cheap ticket to get you into the building, see Caitlin Clark, $271. And as the tweet here says, that's more expensive than 29 of the 30 NBA teams' home opener lowest priced ticket. It's pretty impressive. I'm going to give you one more here, Ron, before your thoughts. A valuation expert estimates that Caitlin Clark generated somewhere on the order of $36 million extra dollars of revenue for the city of Indianapolis since she was drafted by the...
When the figures astounding. Last season, 25% of all WNBA ticket sales, retail income, and broadcast viewership were fueled by Caitlin Clark. This finding has sparked great shock, wonder, and discussion among fans, specialists, and even league management. How could one player make such a tremendous impact? I mean, that's a more sensible request, at least.
Or rational request, at least. The only problem is the WNBA until Caitlin Clark had no rev.
The numbers prove what they already understood. Clark is more than just a basketball player. She's a phenomenon. Her spectacular performances at Iowa spilled over into her professional career, impressing audiences nationally with her dynamic flair, charisma, and ability to shine in crucial situations. Whether she's draining logo threes, threading needle passes, or rallying her team in a clutch.
She obviously spaces the floor for us. She makes tough buckets. She gives us another option on the floor to run our off-ball screening action for. She gives us a player that can play with the ball in her hands in the two-man game. She just has a really high IQ. And
Clark routinely provides must-observe basketball. Caitlin Clark is a player who embodies a unique blend of talent and marketability. She elects viewers with her zeal and accompanies it with performances on the court that many have never seen before. Clark fans have filled Twitter and Instagram with comments like, "Caitlin is the future of basketball, and she's making history, and we're all lucky to witness it."
Superstar. Not a female superstar, she is a superstar. She moves the needle. The WNBA has been looking for someone who moves the needle. The risk came in. Caitlin Clark's game on Sunday did a bigger number than Celtics. Did 3.5 million. Warriors Celtics at million. 3.5 million for a women's college basketball game. I think the WNBA, they have two great teams. They have the Liberty and the Ace, and they played in the finals last year. They both have, multiple MVP caliber players, but it hasn't quite the buzz yet. You already have a pretty high level of basketball, and then you add in a superstar in Caitlin Clark to
expressing their admiration and pride in what Clark has accomplished. Others have equated her impact to that of NBA superstars who became global celebrities, underscoring the extraordinary rarity of a player having such a huge impact on an entire league's revenue. Meanwhile, league executives are obviously paying attention. A player engaging with fans on a personal and professional level serves as a wake-up call for the league to keep growing star power and building on the momentum Clark has created.
I want y'all to tell me, what do y'all not like about Caitlin Clark? Is it the media coverage? Do you not like that she complains for foul calls like everybody else? What exactly is the reason why I see so much hate on social media and from WNBA players? All she's doing is getting more attention to the game and she's very skilled. Like, if I watch Iowa games, her teammates always got an open shot. Please explain to me.
Clark's impact on ticket sales, retail sales, and viewership underscores the rising market potential for women's basketball. As the league approaches a new season, all eyes will be on Caitlin Clark, and if she can continue to elevate the WNBA to new heights. However, one thing is certain.
The homepage of the WNBA right now, announces schedule, is a photo of Caitlin Clark, and it's only Caitlin. It's not any other players. It's not teams. The fact that they are seemingly leaning into her finally at the very off the rip, leaning into her like her front and center. This is just something that I don't think that we would have seen last season.
She's not simply playing basketball. She's changing the game, and the data confirmed it. For WNBA fans, this statistic supports all they've believed in the talent, enthusiasm, and potential of women's basketball. And I just think it's that the WNBA is currently in a frenzy following the surprising discovery that Caitlin Clark alone was responsible for 25% of the league's total ticket sales during the previous season.
I just hope y'all know the WNBA don't pay my bills at all. I don't even think that pays one of my bills. Literally. I'm trying to think of like my rent for where I stay at. I'm gonna do the math real quick.
It might cover that. Yeah, it covers that. It definitely covers that.
What is I don't even know my salary.
This revelation has generated extensive discussions among fans, players, and experts regarding her value to the game and whether she deserved much more than her present pay of $75,000. Despite Clark's unrivaled influence, the figure is comparable to other superstars like Angel Ree. Unquestionably, Caitlin Clark's fascinating performances have the capacity to draw viewers to arenas and screens.
She's literally making $76K. You look at any mailers and people are getting $1 million just signing bonus, not even their contract. On the one side, you get a lot of people that rightly so bring up the fact that like, hey, people don't watch the WNBA. I think it's great that like more eyeballs are coming into it now. Caitlin Clark being a part of the league is definitely going to bring more attention to it. I hope more fans buy tickets, buy jerseys, watch the games. That's what's going to get players paid more. But I was genuinely surprised at how little that was.
More like this come, or she brings more excitement, then all of a sudden people get engaged to other players that she might be playing against to see who's battling. And that's kind of how this thing kind of builds momentum. If you look at it, it's kind of like crowd games. Like back in the day, you know, it started off where it's at. Then personally you start to grow it, and then more money comes, and then more money comes, more money comes. Maybe WNBA hasn't had that like catalyst that it needed to spark this like.
She was the face of women's basketball last season, owing to her intense competitive attitude and precise shooting from beyond the arc. She wasn't just a player, though praise, but also monetary remuneration. Comparisons to Angel Reese, another rising star in women's basketball who receives the same wage, have stoked the flames because Caitlin Clark is bound by a standard contract that pays her $76,000 annually, significantly less than what supporters think she deserves. Fans point out that while Ree is certainly gifted, her impact on ticket sales and ads is nothing compared to Clark's. The WNBA has gained unprecedented attention, and many people think it's time for the league to re-evaluate how it pays its players. On the other hand, some fans and analysts advise against concentrating primarily on individual players when discussing league-wide difficulties. They say that although Clark is obviously a superstar, the NBA's expansion depends on collaboration to support all of its players and clubs. Nevertheless, even these voices